What's going on, guys? Welcome back to News for the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. My name is Ronnie, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering some interesting news, and that is the first look at Namor from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I'm pretty excited for that movie. I'm actually kind of curious how that movie's going to turn out. From what we know so far, Namor is set to make his debut in the film. As we all know, at least a lot of us comic book readers know, is that Namor first debuted in Marvel Comics as a villain, then turned into a hero eventually, and he's also known or nicknamed as Marvel's first mutant. And what's really interesting is that they're actually going to be taking a different approach with Namor in the films versus what we see in the comics. And I think they're going to go in this direction just to avoid to make it similar to Aquaman from DC. But we have some more information about that. But before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. We post a lot of Marvel content here on the channel. And of course, we mainly talk about Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that stuff is for you, definitely be sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel out, guys. We're really approaching 10,000 subscribers. So we're about maybe 80 subscribers away at the time of me making this video. So it's really exciting stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this by going to comicbook.com, and then we will discuss. We'll also go over the look at Namor, and I actually have the image pulled up on the screen here, but you're going to see it in a second. So Thor Love and Thunder is already poised to hit theaters next week, but Marvel fans have another big release to look forward to this year, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And while fans are excited to see how the Marvel Cinematic Universe will continue with the Black Panther story, they're also excited for the much rumored introduction to Namor, especially after the casting of Tenoch Huerta. Back in May, fans got a very blurry glimpse of what Huerta's Namor might look like, and now, thanks to some new and much more clear promo art shared by the Twitter account MCU_facility, which also shared a look at Atama earlier today, we're going to get our best look yet at the Submariner. Mostly, a lot of the things that I talk about on this channel, you got to take it with a grain of salt, but this is actually seems to be very accurate and actually more than likely believable, because it was rumored for the longest that the MCU is going to be heading in a direction by taking Namor and giving it that Aztecian spin to it. So he's going to have a different origin story, and I do believe it because already Marvel has already done that with another character that we've already been seeing on Disney Plus, which was Miss Marvel. The new origin to this character, it doesn't really bother me much. Honestly, I do not read Namor the Submariner Marvel Comics. I'm not a fan of the character. I don't really care that much about that character, but I'm actually kind of interested to see the spin that they're going to give this character. So in the image, which you can check out for yourself below, Namor appears with green swim briefs and a gold belt, very much in keeping with his iconic 1960s comic appearance. But the character also has some additional details, including gold armor on his arms and a green collar piece. It's not clear from this image if he will have his trademark ankle wings, though the previous art, which was full body, did suggest it. So I'm actually kind of curious to see that, because he does have the ankle wings in the comics. Also, this is from RPK News. They tweeted this out. I saw it. I was like, okay, it's really interesting, because if you go over to Google Images and then you pull up his image here, you can see that there are similarities. Like, this is like his 1960s look. And if you go back to the image here, there are some similarities, definitely. You know, you got the green piece here with some additional gold armor. This one doesn't really have any gold armor, but like the other piece and the gauntlets or the bracelets right here. And of course his trident. Even here, this is like the most similar it's gonna get, but I didn't actually see the full poster where you see his ankle wings, because in the comics he does have ankle wings. I'm kind of curious to see what that's gonna look like in the movie. I wonder if it's gonna be translated really well. I was honestly thinking that maybe Marvel Studios might give Namor the Submariner more of a modern appearance, because over the years Namor has had several looks, including one of my favorites, which is the black one right here. He's wearing a full suit, he's got the collar piece and everything. He just looks pretty badass in this one. And this one, like, it's a little bizarre, because it feels like it's mixing a lot of things in there. And if I'm gonna be blunt, it kind of looks like somebody took Shia LaBeouf and James Franco with like some random Latino, mixed it together, and then they all had a baby, and then this came out. I do not dig the facial hair. I don't think Namor is the kind of character to have facial hair. Maybe a little bit of stubble is fine, but I'm not digging the facial hair. They should totally ditch it. I like, when adding facial hair to a character, sometimes it can either, like, I guess, make or break the character. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it's just a minor detail in some other appearances, perhaps, and I could be wrong. Let me know. but Namor has probably had facial hair in the comics, so they're probably going to go with that adaptation. It's just a little small detail. It's not really that big of a deal. And again, I'm not a major Namor fan, so this is fine. And it's as close as it's going to get to the 1960s look. And I'm actually quite surprised what they've done with the character. So most notable, the image are details, which all have a very Aztec-like feel, suggesting that MCU's Namor Atlantis will be located in Central America. This tracks not only with the rumors about the changes to the character in the film, but also with wrap gifts for those involved with the making of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Photos of those items recently surfaced on social media and appeared to feature Tapioliti, I can't pronounce that right, my apologies, the Aztec jaguar god. Outside of this new image, there is still quite a bit, both Black Panther Wakanda Forever and Namor's role, that remains a mystery. Fans have long been anticipating Namor's arrival in the MCU, and some were disappointed when the character did not briefly appear in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That film included an appearance by the Illuminati, which also Namor is a part of in the in the comics, and it's a secret group in the comics included Namor. But while the film did not incorporate Namor in the group, screenwriter Michael Wardren did tease that Marvel had larger plans for the beloved character. We talked about him because he's certainly an original member of the Illuminati, Wardren said, but I think Marvel has other plans for him in the MCU, and so he didn't make his way to this particular movie. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is set to open in theaters November 11th of this year, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see this movie. I think shortly after Thor 4 comes out, Thor Love and Thunder, maybe perhaps in late August, we'll probably get our first trailer to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I know that trailer is definitely going to be breaking the internet. What are your thoughts about the origin twist on Namor, and are you excited to see Namor on the screen? Also, there's rumors that Doctor Doom is going to be a part of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever sequel, and I'm excited to see that as well. I hope we get to see Doctor Doom really soon. What kind of role do you think Namor is going to play? Honestly, I think he's going to be the villain, but then he's going to turn into a good guy when they meet a common enemy, which is probably Doctor Doom. And I think Namor and his people, along with, Wakanda, they're going to have to band together to defeat Doctor Doom. It's the whole, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. And I think that's going to happen. I can definitely see it coming. But anyways, guys, you comment down below with your thoughts and theories. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.